Welcome back to the vlog. I'm Hayley, aka hmghobbies, and starting off this week's vlog, it is actually Tuesday and I do have still, I think, 4 or 5 orders to pick. It was absolutely hectic. I got my biggest order, I think, to date, coming in at 200 lots, 9,299 parts, which is absolutely insane. Like, that is crazy how many parts I've got to pick for that one. But a few things I do want to talk about, though, is 2 exciting things. I do have a new thing coming out, which is, I guess I can announce it because this week's vlog's coming out Sunday. It's coming out probably today or tomorrow. I am starting a new series on the channel called HMG's Extras, which is going to be little extra videos here and there about just whatever that I don't want to add into the vlog. And so the first one I'm doing is actually, I'm going to be picking this 200 lot order, and so that's going to be the first video that I don't want to put it, not that I don't want to put it into the vlog, but I want to put more time into that, and I don't want to put like 10 minutes of that into the vlog. So I thought I may as well do a few extra videos. It doesn't take too long to edit, not with the system I've got anyway, and I've already got thumbnail ready to go. And so yeah, I'm really excited to do that. Plus, another thing that I'm going to also try and do today is I'm actually going to reboot the eBay store. And it's already been like rebooted with this stuff, but I'm going to be grabbing a few things off Bricklink that just, I was looking at sets and they're just not selling. They've been up for nearly 3 years. And so I'm going to chuck them over to eBay and get that all set up as well, which will be exciting. Plus, I still need to sort more parts from here, and I've still got sets to upload as well. Because of that 9,000 part order, I'm back down to where I was last week, which is just a full week's worth of work, and going in like literally a day is absolutely insane. So I'm also thinking about going to Dreamworld soon, because school holidays do end, I think, this week or next week, and so I'll probably head over to Dreamworld next week sometime and grab a couple boxes, which will be really good. But for now, though, I'm going to go ahead, get the rest of these orders picked, and I'll show you them once I'm done. And yeah, I'm going to also film a video in between for HMG's Extras. I just thought it'd be pretty cool. So if you do have any ideas you want to see, any extra videos you do want to see, let me know in the comments down below. I'm happy to sort of film anything if you want to see any how-tos or whatever, what I use for my desk, like everything I use for my Bricklink Store / BRICKOWL store. Whatever you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. But I'm going to go ahead, get these orders picked, and then I will show you them once I'm done. So it is now way later in the day. I think it's about 3:45. I have just worked on the first of many more to come for the HMG's Extras series sort of thing. And so this giant order here is 9,000 parts with, it's just absolutely massive. I got it done in 2.5 hours. So if you didn't see last week's video, well, this first one, go check it out because it does go through pretty much the whole order, which is, it's quite a good video. I actually quite enjoyed making it. But I am going to leave postage until tomorrow morning and get it all shipped out then, just because it is already late. I am going to do letters, get them done. I won't make it to the post office in time now, definitely not today, which is completely fine. It can go tomorrow. A lot of these came in Sunday night or Monday, Tuesday. Well, today's Tuesday, so not too bad considering how many other sellers out there, and I'm not pointing the finger at anybody in particular, and I mean that genuinely. I've just noticed don't care as much and will ship out way later, and so 3 days isn't too bad, especially when I get a giant order like this. So I'm going to go ahead, get as much packed up as possible, and then I'm just going to keep sorting this tonight, but I will film it anyway, and yeah, just see what happens, because this day has just gone by. It's starting to get cloudy as well, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead, do all the postage, and then probably start sorting, but I'll show you that once I'm done anyway. So it is now Wednesday morning, and nothing got sorted last night, and there is definitely a reason behind this, and that is because I finished in here about 4 o'clock once postage was done. I just need to drop those off. today, which I'll do either this morning or in the afternoon. Depends what orders come in, because I did see I've got, I think, 2 or 3 to pick. But I was working on eBay legitimately all night because I never had policy set up. I didn't even know you needed policy set up. And then I had combined postage turned on, and I had a buyer reach out being like, I can't do this, like these two, one combined. And then I went down a deep dive of trying to get these set up, and it would not work. And now if you've done these before, you know that with your policies, you set up a combine rule. And now this was not coming up. It just had a standard one. And so for about 2 hours, I was going back and forth, signing out of eBay accounts, doing different policies, trying different policies because the policies would not come up. I changed it to subtract an amount when you combine it, and I just did -1 gram so that it doesn't affect postage. And it came up. I saved it, and then turns out you've got to also then connect these policies to the listings. I thought this was just standard across the board for the just your store on eBay. And now I know this seems like such a rookie mistake, but when you set up a store, none of this stuff gets explained. You just sort of go straight to the deep end and start listing, and that's what you do. So now what I've got to do, essentially every listing, which I did not realize, and now I understand why people upload from their computer and not phone, because that's what I've done everything via, just my phone, is you can add your policies in online on a computer, but you can't on your phone, which is crazy to me. This has just been absolutely, like, I don't know what's going on with this website, but doing these policies has not been good because nothing's been picked up on this side of things. And so I spent all night trying to get this one thing to work, and then this morning I've attached the listings to it, and because one's on an offer, I can't update the listing. So, and the person on the other end has been extremely patient and kind, and like no hate towards them at all. And yeah, because they accepted an offer, I can't attach it to the listing. And so yeah, this is just so annoying to do. So today I've got to tackle this, but I'm going to start off by picking the orders first, I think. Get those all done, ready to go. Because I'm thinking I'll probably go this afternoon to the post, because it doesn't matter what time I go, as long as I go today, then they'll be dropped off. But I did try a parcel locker last night, and it actually worked no problem. So, and I've got one around the corner from my house, so that's always handy to know if I need to drop packages off when post office isn't open. But I'm going to go ahead, start picking these orders, and then today, honestly, I'm probably just going to try and tackle these policies and get more stuff listed on eBay. And yeah, because it's just going to take way longer now to do, because I would do everything via computer and not just simple on my phone. But I also need to go through and create these policies, and I just was really hoping to have more sorted. But last night, this literally took, I don't know if I can see the activity log. Oh no, I can't, but last night it just was getting extremely filled up. But I'm going to go ahead, get these orders done. I am absolutely buggered today, and I'm literally nothing more than go back to bed, but you can't do that when you run your own business. So I'm going to go ahead, get these orders picked. I'll show you them once I'm done, and then I'm probably going to swing back to this and work on this for a fair bit, even though I really wanted to get more sorted. But if I tackle this today, then I can at least sort this tonight. So the orders are all done now. This is a regular customer. They have bought a ton of light nougat, and last time, I believe their order was in the vlog from like 2 weeks ago. They ordered more of the light nougat as well. This one here is 2 light bluish grey gears, and then this is just some odd random pieces. Could be going into anything. I suck at this guessing game. I don't know how Richie does it at Yellow Brick Road. He just has a guess for everything, and I literally have no idea because there's such a mix of pieces. But today though, I am going to keep sorting. I am putting eBay on hold just until I really figure out what I do want to do. But today though, I do want to get this put away, this skyline here, get it off my desk finally. I also need to sort these parts into here. But what I'm thinking about doing is getting this set done first. God, my desk is a mess. I need to clean that up also. Sort those parts, put those parts onto the store, clean up the desk, and then just keep sorting this today. I am waiting on, I think, a package, but it's been hopefully not delayed, and I'm hoping everything turns up today, because I am just about out of, whoa, that is a tongue twister. I am just about out of my bubble mailers. I've only got those left, I think. I don't know if there's any more in there. I could double check. But I'm hoping they're not delayed. I did get notified saying I did have something come today. So hopefully it includes those. But we'll definitely see. If not, orders may be slightly delayed until the end of the week, which absolutely sucks. But I'm going to go ahead, get the postage done for these. And then I'm going to upload the set, and I'll show you that once I'm done. And then I'm just going to keep sorting for the rest of the day. Just as I started doing postage, these turned up, which is perfect. So I need to swap these out and then replace the old boxes with these ones. But I'm so happy these turned up today instead of later this week or next week. So I finished the Skyline set, and it's come to a total of 111 lots, 335 parts, $68.42. And I literally got this uploaded at 2:56. Bricklink does go down for 1 hour today, so I literally just got it up. And so it is down currently. But I did want to mention also, BRICKOWL, I don't know if anybody else received the message that I did, but BRICKOWL is no longer doing the rebrickable fee, and percentage for the fees have gone up from 2.5 to 2.65 instead, which I think is so much better, because rebrickable was, I think, 2.5% as well. So now instead of paying 5%, you're only paying 2.65% in total, which is really, really good. So I'm quite happy with that for BRICKOWL. It's always a perk seeing that. But I think what I am going to do now, though, Bricklink is down. I am going to check some pricing across eBay on some poly bags I've got, as well as minifigures, and see what they're worth on there, and just see if it is worth putting the extra time in. I'm not going to do combined postage, I don't think, and just do standard free postage depending how much they are worth, and just get more of these poly bags moving, because the sets I'm thinking are going to move from Bricklink, because they're not selling, and prices are average. They're not the top price. Sometimes they are the only price available for some sets, but I just think it's probably going to be better putting them on eBay for now. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead, look at some pricing and of some of the poly bags. I'm showing this over here because these are where my poly bags are. But I'm going to go ahead, look at the pricing for some of these things, and I will probably update while I'm doing it, or possibly just, who knows, I don't know what I'll do, but I'm going to go ahead, check that, and then I'll update either after Bricklink's down, up from being down, and then go from there. I still need to sort as well, which I'm definitely going to do after I do this, but I do want to check these prices because I do want to get some of this stuff moving again. Everything else is moving except for the sets, so hopefully I can get some of this stuff listed today and look at some more of these policies and going from there. But I'm going to stop rambling now and start doing some research, and then if I find anything good, I'll update anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, get a move on with this. So I did have a look at eBay, and the prices aren't that crazy different, a little bit higher, but also I've got to offer that free post, so it doesn't really make a difference. And so now I'm wondering if I should keep this stuff for my store stock later on, if I should just keep it on Bricklink, or if I should part it out. And that's what I'm really jumping between right now, because I'm really not sure what I want to do. And so I am going to think on it. This isn't just a overnight decision, because once I crack something, it's just, there's no turning back. And so that's why I really want to think on this and decide what I do want to do with the stock that's just not moving. And so I think what I'm going to do is, for the rest of the day, is just keep sorting and then also just do a little bit of research on eBay and stuff like that. But please let me know if you are a seller on eBay, is it worth it for the percentages? Because some of these poly bags are $10, some of them are $30, $40. And so I just want to know if it's worth putting the time in, and same with the sets to upload onto eBay, because right now I'm just sort of a bit like, is it going to be worth the percentage? Because eBay is 14% plus for my personal income is 15%, so 29%. Versus on Bricklink, it's 3% and then 15% for that personal income, like taxes, Medicare levy, stuff like that. And so it's 18% versus 29%, which is 11% difference. And when you think about $1,000, that's $110. That is a big difference. Like, that is a lot off a total amount. And so that's where I'm thinking profit-wise, if I were to hire somebody, because I do want to eventually hire somebody. I wouldn't need multiple people, just one person, whether that's them doing sorting, uploading, or picking orders. It's just as long as you're both putting in 50%, you can run it smoothly with 2 people, I think. I don't think you need to have more than 3 people, because if so, then you're probably not putting in the same amount of effort if you're really struggling that much. That's just my personal opinion. Unless you're seriously getting that many orders every day, somebody can be sorting, somebody can be uploading, or order picking. Like, if you just move the roles around, definitely could happen with 2 people, but it's just about the amount of effort people are actually putting in. And so I would only hire somebody, but then again, we went off topic there a little bit, but that is another percentage that would have to come out of that profit. And that's why I'm thinking long term for this, not just short term to make quick cash with eBay. It's actually long term and making sure that I am making the correct amount of money and not ripping myself off, but also covering myself for costs for the business as well as my personal income. And so that's where I don't know if eBay is going to be the right step to take. I do want to work on my website, and I probably will get that sorted in the next couple of months, because I do have the back end just about right, and sort of the front end I've changed, but it would just be more product uploading and doing that side of things. Like, eventually the sorting trays you'll be able to buy on there, plus a few other things I'm working on just sort of in the background, which will be really good. And that's why I'm thinking possibly putting the time and effort into building a website and promoting it a ton, which will help it, doing a bit of research on SEOs as well. And so, yeah, I don't know what to do yet, but please let me know your perspective of selling on eBay in the comments down below. All your opinions, what you think, if you've stopped selling on eBay, if you've just started. I really want to see different perspectives, because you don't really get that authentic sort of review and perspective on Google and YouTube and stuff like that. But enough with the rambling. I think what I'm going to do now is just sort for the rest of the day, and hopefully I can get a ton sorted tonight, and we'll see how it goes. It's about 6:30 a.m. Sun is coming into the room, which is always good. No sorting got done, but a lot of orders have been sent out, and they got sent out last night, I think about 8 p.m. As I was doing them, they were just coming in, and so I'd finish one and then I'd have another one to pick. And so they all went out, I think about 8 p.m., which I'm really, really happy with, because now I literally don't have to pick them today. They're all out. I did get 2 overnight, but they're not going to be picked until later today, so I've really got a whole day of sorting to do, which I'm really, really happy with. But before I do start that, I am going to go ahead and upload these parts. These were left over from the 9,000 part order, and these were just wrong quantities, so extra parts. And so I'm going to get these done. So what I'm thinking for the next couple of days is just sort this today, definitely. Tomorrow's Friday, and so I think what I'm going to do over Friday, Saturday, is just tackle these sets and get way more done and uploaded. And though the main thing is, though, like, I am uploading today. I've uploaded yesterday as well, and so it's good to get back into that rhythm. And so those will go up today, and then I'm just going to sort, do the orders later on, and then ship the orders out. And so I think what I'm going to do is just update sort of every hour. I'm not going to chuck on a time lapse. I'll just update and show you what I've done, and we'll go from there, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead, get these parts uploaded. I probably won't show that file. It's only 2 lots and probably worth maybe like $5, if that. So I'm not going to show it off, but I'm going to go ahead, get sorting, get uploading, and I'll update in a little bit. So I thought I might start off by showing actually how much is sorted, so then we can do a bit of a comparison. And so if people are wondering, the way I sort is I do modified plates, wedges, not modified wedges, just wedges, slopes, round parts, modified 1x2s that include bars, hinges, corner pieces, all those type of parts, bricks all together, the little small bar pieces, minifigure parts, bars, all just 1x1 parts, because these are very easy to sort, and usually I get all the sort of same ones in one hit, and there's always a lot of quantity. Plant pieces as well as the fire pieces. I don't know why, I just always put those two together, which probably isn't a good idea. Technic, snot, wall pieces / basic pieces, modified bricks, tiles, inverted, curved slopes, and then vehicle parts in that end bit. And that's just how I've sorted. Also plates down there. That's just how I've sorted since doing this, and it's just a system that works for me. This isn't going to work for everybody, and that's not why I'm showing this. It's just sort of give people a rough idea of what categories I use. And so that's how I sort. It's very quick. Also, sorting down from this is very quick. I usually can do all of this in about a day, which when there's that many parts here, it's not bad at all. But one other thing I did just want to say, I had an order come in on the 13th of April, which is 10 days from now, so currently the 23rd. And it was for an invoice, and still haven't paid, which I don't know what to do because I've never been in this situation. I don't really do invoices, and when I have people paid pretty much the same day, I messaged them 4 days ago also being like, are you still going through with the order when it hit a week? Still no response, and so I don't actually know what to do because I have never been in this situation. And so I might put a post on Facebook because all my stuff is usually instant checkout, and if it is a invoice, it's because it's a part that doesn't have dimensions or whatever. And like I said, people pay straight away, so I'm never 10 days on without being paid. It is one part going to the UK, so it's not that bad. It's $2.37 for the part, I think it was. And so I'm not losing like a massive amount of money if they do cancel it. But it's just they've made orders as well. Like they're not a new seller. They've got a bit of feedback. And so I just don't know why I'm being ghosted. Like if you want to cancel the order, just say it. I'm not going to care. I would rather you communicate with me than not. So I think I might send up a follow-up email today and see what's going on. But I'm not sure what to do in this situation. I've never had this happen to me before. And this is all a learning process, doing this, running a business. And because different situations, you're never going to have experience before, so you've got to sort of work it out. And so I'm going to turn to Facebook and see what they say on there, just because I've never had this happen. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start sorting, and I'll probably update in about an hour, and we'll see how much I can do, and we'll go on from there. It has been about half an hour, and I have changed it up. I usually am at my desk sorting, but I've actually tipped out the whole tub, and I've been sorting, like I said, for about half an hour. And because I've just been picking pieces out, it's better to be consistent than to just rush all in at once and then tire yourself out, to be honest. And so I've just been consistently just grabbing stuff, all different things. Bricks have already upgraded to a full tub. Plates are also getting up there. The slopes, the round parts, not a lot of these, or the modified, and then the bars, not a lot. These have picked up a little bit, even these wedges, and then also the tiles have gone up heaps, about double. Also, these parts have also been moved to a container. Snot has gone up heaps. So it's just everything's moving, which is good. This pile was way taller when I tipped it out, and so I'm happy to see it coming down. But I think what I'm going to do is chuck on a time lapse, and then we'll see this pile come down. We'll see how long it takes me to do this. I don't know if it's going to get all done today, but I definitely want to make a good dent into it, which I think I will, because what I'm going to do just to not like burn myself out from doing this, and not burn myself out but just get over it very quickly, is I think I'm going to sort till midday. Once it's midday, I am going to go ahead, pick the orders, but I'll show all this anyway, and then I'll upload a set and then go back to this, I think, because there's obviously a lot here to sort, and so I would rather just have a little bit of a break and then come back to it, and then that way I can keep sorting. And so let's go ahead and chuck on a time lapse, and we'll see how much I can get this pile down by. So it's now Friday morning, and don't mind my voice. Literally, I think it's because I slept with the fan on, so bad idea. But yesterday I did get a ton of sorting done, about half the tub I think, so very, very happy with that. Today though, it is going on pause for a little bit. I do want to get more sorted today, just depends how long it takes to do the other things I want to do. So starting off this morning, I do have 2 orders to pick, but those I'm leaving till later this afternoon, and I actually don't mind doing the orders in the afternoon. I don't know why, but I've just been doing them in the afternoon the last couple of days, and I've actually quite enjoyed it. But I am going to go ahead today and look at the values on Bricklink at all the sets I want to part out. I'm doing this because I want to see what they're actually worth to part out, or if it's worth keeping them up there. But the problem I'm finding now is so many stores are just undercutting, and I think that's why mine probably aren't selling, because they're probably too high in price point. And some of these parts, like yesterday I had a look, and a 4L bar, when I put them on brand new, they were average, and this was probably the end of last year. I put them on for average of, I think it was 11 cents, and that's far too high now. And I just don't understand why people keep undercutting and keep like dropping numbers, because the values over time are meant to be going up, not down. And so I don't know if people think this is like a quick sale type of thing, and I think that's what's sort of happened the last probably couple of months, is that people just want a quick sale, they want to make money. And if you really want to do that, don't undercut and just sell your stuff in bulk, to be honest, because it's ruining the market. And even just like Suki's S2000, one being half the price, it's just insane. And so that's why I think some of my stuff won't ever sell, because people are coming in and just completely undercutting. I do not care if it's $1 or $2. That's how it should be, like just do it that way. And not half. Like, I always try to go around the same mark, only about a 50-cent different, if that, depending on what it is. But yeah, I don't know, it's just really starting to get frustrating with stores that are just like over undercutting. It's ruining the market, and I think that's why more and more stores are shutting down recently, because I have been seeing that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, enough with the rambling. Like I said before, I am going to have a look at the values of these on Bricklink, see what they're worth, and then decide if I'm parting them out or keeping them, and we'll go on from there. So I've had a look, and I've pulled stuff off the store, definitely. People are just undercutting, and to be honest, a lot of the time when I'm going through the different listings, they're all smaller stores. And when I say smaller stores, I mean like under 1,000 lots. And so that's what's killing the market, is people just wanting a quick sale. Like this one right here is $40 for the figure brand new. They start at 30 used, which is fair enough. and go all the way down to $9.50, which is insane. Oh no, $9, sorry. How does it go that low? And I've had a look. There's only one that has a little bit of damage. Otherwise, the rest are in good condition. And so I don't understand why people are doing this. I don't know if it's because they want the sales quickly, and it's really frustrating. But today, though, I am going to go ahead and just upload everything that I've got. Literally, the orders are not getting done today. I'll ship them out tomorrow. I'm going to also attack the speed champions over there. I've got the poly bags to do, and I'm just going to start with this pile, get through as much as I can. I don't even think I'm going to film today, to be honest. I think I'm just going to get everything done and then show the final numbers at the end. But yeah, this is it's really annoying. So I'm going to go ahead, get all this on the store, and there'll be a bit of a time skip. The next time you see me, it'll be dark outside. It's now Saturday and it's absolutely pouring outside, but I did get a ton sorted and a sorted, so I'm going to go ahead and just spend the day uploading this, and then I'll update the vlog probably tonight or tomorrow. But we'll definitely go over the files that I did upload yesterday a bit later on. But today, though, I'm going to go ahead and get all of this uploaded. So I'm sitting down to edit my vlog, and I completely forgot to film an intro. Vlog's out definitely late. It is currently Tuesday, but there is good reasoning for that. But you're going to have to wait till next week's vlog to find out what that reasoning is. But I am very, very happy with what I've done the last 4 days, and I can't wait to show everybody what I have done. But like I said, you're going to have to wait till next week. So thank you so much for watching, and I really do appreciate all the support, and I will catch you guys in next week's vlog.